Good morning, my wonderful subscribers, my awesome friends, followers, and not to mention the elite of my team, the members of this channel. Thank you very much for continuing to support me along this journey. Thank you for those who have signed up, those who have subscribed. We're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Thanks to you. And thanks to YouTube for lifting the restrictions that were on my channel for 23 months, 3 weeks and 5 days. Anyway, we're back. Right, so it is the 5th of September. My son's just went back to school. He's off to school. This morning I did exactly what his mum said. Trevor, can you do me a favour? Can you please get me a photograph of him in his school uniform? So that was a bit of a drama this morning to try and get him to do that. It was just, Sebastian, can you put on your uniform because mummy wants a photograph? I'm sick, Danny. Sebastian, it's your mum. We want a photograph. It's part of memories. Come on. Don't want to. It'll only end up on her Instagram. I'm like, Sebastian, your mum's proud of you. I'm proud of you. Get in the kitchen and I want a photograph. Smile. Anyway, it's all done. He's way to school. And yeah. I'm stunned though. You update things, don't you? So he put on his new school shirt and he went, Donnie, this is massive. I said, it's extra large, son. You're nearly 6 foot. It's the right size. It's too baggy. So I had other shirts. He's away with a large on, but we have extra large because he's going to grow. I think his feet are going to end up being size 14. He's wearing men's size 10.5 at the minute. Sometimes in football boots it's size 11. I mean, wow. Crazy, isn't it? But I always want to argue with shops when I take him in because it says children's sizes, men's sizes, but he's just turned 13. So why are you charging him £180 for a pair of football boots when you said children's are only between 40 and 80, but you're charging? I mean, so basically the size of your feet determine the price, not your age. Isn't that strange? Anyway, get that off my chest. Right, so it is wonderful. I have just put up a link today because I'm not telling you who's coming on because we know we have haters out there, and I never, ever, ever want to advertise an individual that's coming onto my channel for a chat unless they're tough as nails and they can deal with criticism. So I've got a guy, an ex-Special Forces guy coming on the 29th of September. If you look at the thumbnail, you can only see his eye. Yeah. Wow. What a Special Forces legend. I've spent some time with him actually. He's a fantastic guy, great family man, does everything, helps too many people out if I'm honest, and doesn't get very much back in return. It's what good people do, unfortunately. So he's on the 29th. I have my father on, I think it's Sunday. My father's coming on Sunday to talk about dangerous men in Northern Ireland prisons at the height of the Troubles, the Shankill Butchers. I'm not going to mention any of the other names. I don't want to go over his story, but I'm looking forward to having it on. And you asked me to bring him on, so he's coming on. What else have I got? I've got another one coming on. In fact, tomorrow, which is Friday, I'm appearing on someone else's podcast, but I'm going to keep it a secret at the minute, and you will find out whenever I share the link on here. Yeah. And before I start talking about the news, I have to say a massive thank you to everyone that watched my last video. Some people a bit critical, and I want to point this out. I stated about 4 videos ago that I would not go backwards. I would not talk about what's happened in the past because it's dealt with, and I'm going to move forward what's happening now. Now, I talk about what's in the media, hence why I talk about it. Now, I don't like to talk about the handler, Methane. You know who I'm talking about. I don't like talking about her. But I thought it was relevant yesterday to mention Meghan Markle's current issue with her trademark. Please pay attention because some people sent me messages about this. It was relevant to talk about the trademark and the fact that the United States Patent and Trademark Organization Office stated that you cannot trademark a geographical area. I used that story to help the little company in Brixton because they're being sued for using Brixton Streetwear. They're being sued for using that name by an American company, which is using the word Brixton. So I used that story to highlight this, and I sent that out. I sent it out, and I appreciate it. Now, I had stated, and I will point this out to you, all YouTubers know that round about the 26th, 27th of each month, they get paid by Google. Google pay YouTubers for their advertisements, their revenue throughout the month. Now, I spoke to an individual who's involved with Brixton Streetwear, and I said to them, at the minute, the video that I've put out about Brixton Streetwear, the video that I've put out, whatever revenue that video makes, I'm going to donate the revenue from that video into your GoFundMe. And I think that is the decent thing to do. There's no point supporting somebody if you're not really going to support them. So, I mean, if that video gets, I think it's got 7.8 thousand views. If that video gets 10,000 views, the money will go into there. If it gets 1 million views, the money goes into the GoFundMe, and hopefully. And thanks to every one of you who has so far helped with that link for their GoFundMe to take on the big company. They've went in the last 3 days from about £700 to over £4,000 in their GoFundMe, and that will go a long way to cover their costs. So thank you to those of you that support me, because by supporting me, you're supporting them. And by the way, I will point this out, I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not a brand ambassador by them. I'm not linked to any of their stuff. I just don't like a little company being destroyed, and I was asked to sort of share something, and I got involved, and I just want to help them grow. That's it. Anyway, so let's get back to the news. So what's happening? Wow. I can honestly say now, and I have heard this, and it will be in the media. It's not in the media today, but I'm going by a legitimate source that told me. The UK Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, has lost the grip of his party. I know you were probably wanting to hear that. He has. So he currently has the Tory party against him, the Liberal Dems against him, the SNP against him, I mean the Green Party, and I believe over 100 Labour MPs are voting against a lot of the things that he's putting in place. He's went against what he said in his manifesto to get him elected, and he's giving too much away. People can see that something's wrong. We are punishing taxpayers, we are punishing UK citizens, yet we are endorsing things outside of our country. We are punishing drivers in order for net zero. I mean, yesterday I actually read the top 10, top 15, top 20 world's polluters. The UK's nowhere near it. The UK's nowhere near it. We have these little woke individuals along the UK, and students and universities and all these people in society that have nothing better to do, constantly protest about how bad the UK is. And the UK does absolutely fantastic when it comes to not polluting, when it comes to garbage, when it comes to plastics, when it comes to different types of pesticides. We are way down the list of things that cause issues. And yet we throw billions at shit. We really do. When are we ever going to get a Prime Minister that says, right, stop. We are not giving any more aid to China. We are not giving any more aid to India. Why are we doing this? They have some of the richest people on the planet are there. There's hundreds of billionaires there. Why can't they look after them? Why do we constantly give foreign aid away? Truthfully, billions in foreign aid. And yet when everyone comes to stay in our country, we don't use that foreign aid to help our guests that are arriving on boats. We then hammer the taxpayers again. I mean, is it worthwhile working in the UK when I think there's up to 2 million people that have arrived that are on benefits? Yeah, look at the facts. Quite sad. But anyway, there we go. He's lost the grip of his party at the minute, Sir Keir Starmer. He's losing votes. And I'm going to be honest, hand on heart, I do believe it's only a matter of time before Labour MPs get up and walk across to the other side and probably join either the Liberal Democrats or the Reform Party. It's only a matter of time before that's done on the TV cameras. Right. Now here's a story which hit me today, and I'm a little bit confused about it, but I understand. And that is the story of Prince Andrew. Now I'm sure every one of you already know that King Charles is applying pressure on his brother to leave the royal residence that he's in at the minute. He's applying pressure. I've heard that Prince Andrew is actually considering a move from that royal residence. He is considering a move. But when he moves, I believe he's going to be moving with Sarah Ferguson, the old Duchess of York. I think they're going to be moving back to a location. That location hasn't been revealed to me, but I believe the reconciliation of Sarah and Andrew is coming together. The daughters are happy, they're happy, and something's going to happen very soon. Probably next month, I think, or the month after, but there is talk of something happened there. Right. Now, when it comes to royal sources and royal scandals and royal gossip, everyone is listening, and I'm going to be honest, everyone is listening to bullshit sources. I've seen dozens of YouTubers that make nonsense up for clickbait. They really do, and they're not worth paying attention to. However, what I am going to say is this. There is a YouTuber out there called Lady C. Lady Colin Campbell. I'm sure many of you have subscribed to her. If not, why not? It's free. Lady Colin Campbell. Well, I spoke to a gentleman last night on the phone who has connections to the Royal Foundation. I can't tell you, Jesus, I nearly let it away, to the Royal Foundation. And I can say this, Lady Colin Campbell doesn't talk gossip. No, she doesn't talk gossip. In fact, I've been explained that when Lady Colin Campbell talks about the royal family, she actually has a 100% credible, not source, 100% credible sources within the royal household. Yes, so when Lady Colin Campbell tells you something on YouTube, it's 99.9% the truth. The only reason why it would not be the truth is because something in the royal household has changed and they've changed their mind. But she's getting 100% accurate information. And I have noticed this. A few YouTubers make their videos off the back of Lady Colin Campbell's, well, her revelations that she comes off with. And I think I'm going to do a little bit of research on Lady Colin Campbell, and I'm going to do a video on Lady Colin Campbell, and I'm going to get right into it and see why she's so credible. See, is it because that she doesn't throw out rumours and the fact that she throws out actual information? I have to look into that, but I'm intrigued by Lady Colin Campbell. Just want to point that out. Very intrigued. So I want to do a little bit digging into that there and hopefully come up with something really, really good. Anyway, listen, I'm going to say thanks to you for watching my videos, for watching what's happening. Keep an eye on what's happening with Prince Andrew. There's something going to happen very, very soon. And yeah, I look forward to my next video. I think my next video, if it's not my daily rant tomorrow, it'll be a video that I'm putting together because I have done a little bit of research. I've taken loads of notes about Lady Colin Campbell, so I want to really look into that. Anyway, listen, thanks for all your support. Thanks to those of you that are support the things I love. As I said, I have a guest coming on Saturday night. I'm not going to reveal who they are, but it's going to be exciting. And yeah, stay safe, people.